set up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Indeed, it is the Buckeye Show. I am so excited to be here. And I know that whenever we have to introduce the guy on my right, I'm Tito, by the way. Whenever we have to do this, we always have like that applause thing that Timmy always plays. So to my right is our good friend, former Buckeye great, Tyvis Powell. Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Hang on. I hit the wrong one on that one, Tyvis. I'm so sorry. My bad on that one, buddy. I haven't played with these buttons in a while. I'm really sorry about that. Tyvis, so it's good to see you, my friend. How you doing? There we go. Okay, sorry. No, I'm kidding.
That's how it is. Huh?
No, it's an accident.
Well, it's
you
nice
know I love you. Come on.
You as well.
Yes.
I got a dilemma. I was just telling you about my Bodie. You're an honest man. Let me ask you, okay? Tito, you can't take advice from Tito.
So that's implying I'm a dishonest man, but go ahead. That's fine.
You can't take advice. You got to take what Tito say with a grain of salt. So tonight, I'm supposed to play. Tonight. I was supposed to play basketball with Cardell. And the problem is my knee hurts really bad.
Bruise on the leg.
That's a long way forward. That's a great one there, Bodie. That's a fantastic pull.
Tito, if I had $1 for every time we said that on this show, we'd all be millionaires.
Do I still go through with it? Or do I sit it out?
Scale 1 to 10, how competitive would you say these games are? Are guys treating it like it's Game 7 of the finals, or just getting some cardio in?
Yeah.
Enjoying a good time. Trying to win.
You got like 2 people that's like really, really good. Like that you could tell like really take this
you
serious.
And somebody else.
No, it ain't me. And you got the rest of us who's usually just doing this for cardio reasons.
I think you'd be all right.
Any former Buckeye players also in this that you could name?
No, just me and Cardell.
What, just like the scrubs, or is it like?
I mean, I wouldn't call them scrubs. Some of them are pretty good.
Okay, but they're not former Buckeye football players, former Buckeye basketball players, nothing like that.
You running full court?
It's full court.
You gotta be a little easy, a little careful with
you
that.
You gotta go for it, man.
Half court.
Okay,
you don't.
Here's the thing,
running.
Here's the thing, Bodie.
Oh, I would play. I'm not.
Okay, yeah, man. Seriously, okay. If he was still playing football or doing something in a competitive athletic environment, then I might say, hey, man, this is just rec basketball. Take it easy.
Yeah.
What
you got
the
a
hell?
job.
He's got to sit here tomorrow. Yeah. That's what his job is tomorrow, sit here.
Hey, and you know what?
I'm off tomorrow, actually.
Oh, there you exactly.
Be back in on Thursday. What? How old are you, Tyvis? 30?
30.
You know, sometimes those legs only got so many games left in them. So I would play. That's how I see it.
I hear you.
Yeah, you got to play.
But I won't eat, though. I'll skip dinner.
Even better.
What's that got to do with
perfect for your diet?
I'm just saying, I won't eat.
Well, you had 2 lunches. I don't know what the problem. Of course, you're gonna skip dinner.
He had 2 lunches.
I've seen somebody go to Chick-fil-A and order 2 different numbers for the meals by himself.
I could never eat like that. Wow, you on the other hand.
That's fine. Let's make fat jokes. Let's do that. Check us out on YouTube.
I'm just saying.
If you can't tell which one's which, I'm the guy I'm the guy in the red shirt. Tyvis, we look a lot alike. He's wearing the Brutus shirt. I got the Buckeye hat on, so that's how you can tell us apart in this.
If you want to, I got a little core thing that I do in the breaks. If you want to join in, if you want to impress the wife,
I mean, I've already done a half marathon today, but I suppose I could if it's necessary. We are 25 days away from college football. See, I keep talking so you can't question. 32 days away from Ohio State Akron. And so I'm excited about that. We got the football practice coming up. That the fan will be live out there August 1st. Weather pending. August 1st to the 4th, though, be out there live. On the 1st, we'll have the 1st and 2nd, we will have Morning Juice and then also Bishop and Friends. And then Saturday, it will be you, right? You and Reese are out there?
If the weather permits it.
If your knee's okay, you can sit and do the talk show. And then on Sunday, it'll be Dane and I are out there. DeVere is gone again this Sunday, so it'll be Dana Sanzenbacher. Tito and Sans, I like to say, because I screw up his name so much when we do it.
Why don't you go by Jeffrey?
I want to go by Jeffrey because that's usually if I'm in trouble. That usually means something bad. You're the only person who's ever said Jeffrey and smiled.
How do you get Tito out of Jeffrey?
Okay, this is a great story.
Thank you.
When I started at the Columbus Dispatch, like in 1998, it might have been,
Wow, it's 4.
That's fine. That's fine. You were 4. And they had this old login system called ATEX, and you had to have a 4-character login that they would assign to you.
Yeah.
And with everybody, it's like usually the first 4 letters of your last name. Okay. And when I think it was Ray Stein put mine in, he skipped the H. So instead of THIT, it was TITO. And everyone called me Tito after that.
Really?
That was it. That's how it stuck. Yes. That's how Tito stuck.
I thought you was going to say, because it would have been THIT.
Right.
Fit.
Right.
Which would have been close.
Hey, listen.
You can slip up on the keyboard.
On the X on Twitter, I am at FitHappens. And I can't tell you how many creative kids growing up found ways to insert a different letter and make fun of my name growing up. And that, by the way, that was the other hard thing too. We grew up growing up like 3rd grade. We're learning about like the origins of people's last names. Okay. Like if way back when, if you were like a blacksmith, your last name might be Black or it might be Smith, right? Depending on what you did. If you were someone who baked things, you might be Baker.
Okay.
And they had a good time deciding what Fitoff actually did on the streets behind the horses. What would he be doing? What would my great whatever be doing behind the horses on the streets with a last name like Fitoff?
Oh man,
you're bringing up bad memories.
I was just asking. I'm asking the questions that the people in the cars right now want to know.
If I gave you some of the names I was called in middle school, elementary school, Fish is still here, I would be taken off the air immediately because they are that bad.
Really?
Yes.
You got bullied?
I didn't get bullied. I dished out as much as I took it.
Yeah.
I'm a funny guy.
Yeah, I was.
Quick-witted.
I was a class clown, if you could imagine. But I was the worst kind of kid.
Why is that?
Because the class clown, when you a teacher, and I feel bad now that I'm older and I'm looking back.
Me too. So do I.
I feel bad about the things that I did. I was that kid that would sit in the back and crack all the jokes.
Yeah.
And the teachers would always be like, "Oh, since you want to be funny, what's the answer to this?" And I would answer the question correctly.
See that? Okay, I was Tyvis.
It was like, dang, we can't do nothing with it.
I also have apologized to teachers on social media, like on Facebook years later, like, hey, look, I know you're in your 70s now. I was such a jerk in the 3rd grade. Yeah, I used to get kicked out of class all the time. I once had a teacher, vice principal. Her name was Mrs. Bosley. And she hated me. That's okay. I deserved it. 8th grade. We are singing We Are the World in choir. Okay. So when the Stevie Wonder part comes on, I put dark glasses on and start moving the head back and forth. She happened to walk in at that moment, and she was a huge Stevie Wonder fan. She felt so insulted that I would do the Stevie thing, even though I nailed it. She pulled me out of class and gave me a SWAT.
Oh, y'all got paddled?
Oh, we got paddled. Oh, God, yes, we got paddled.
I forgot about that. That was a thing.
The next week in choir, we're getting ready to do it again. She walks in. We haven't started the song yet. I do have the glasses in my pocket, though. She pulls me out of class and gives me a warning SWAT because she said, I know you're going to deserve this later on this week. So she swatted me again.
Did that hurt?
Oh, God, it hurt, yeah. But
really?
It was better. But look, in SWAT, or like, we'll call your parents, maybe you have to go to Saturday school or suspended for day.
So you'd rather the SWAT?
I'd rather take the SWAT and no one knows. No, only me and my friends know. Parents don't have to find out about that.
Is that how it worked?
That's how it worked back then, man.
Yeah, I'd be like, go ahead. You got to call moms or give me a SWAT.
Yeah, I'll take the SWAT, yeah.
SWAT.
Yeah, I'll take 2 of them if you want to, whatever you want to do. Yeah, but I was the only person, I think, in Clinton middle school history to get a warning SWAT because she knew I was going to deserve it at some point.
So did you pull the glasses out?
Oh, yeah, I did the glass. I got the SWAT. I was like a freebie. It's already happened. I've got to do it now. I'm not going to let that SWAT go to waste. By the way, this is a Buckeye show. We are going to talk Buckeyes, I promise. We got a big show lined up for you today. The Michigan thing has not come down yet. There's been talk about Michigan will get, maybe a 1 or 2 year. The NCAA will try to suspend them from postseason play 1 or 2 years. I don't think that will happen. Do you, Tyvis?
No, I don't think this should happen because I feel like I tell everybody, I was a part of the band here, the 2012 band here, and as a freshman, I'm like that. it's not fair. Like, I didn't do anything. Like,
Right.
I didn't get no tattoos. I ain't sell nothing. So why should I serve a punishment for that?
Sure.
And I ever since that happened to me, I've always looked at bans differently, because it's like, if you do that to the team up north now, then it's like they're going to have the same feeling. But they should have did it when at the moment's notice, when everybody was there. You should have did it there. But you done waited for everybody to leave, and all the people that was heavily involved are gone.
Yeah.
So what's the point now?
But that's
the best thing you can do now is just make them vacate wins. Like, that's the only thing. But you're not going to vacate the championship. So, like, what difference does it make? It's water under the bridge.
Even the vacated wins don't even, because we know, like, when Ohio State to vacate the entire season, all their wins that one year, we know Ohio State won those games. You know, we know it happened. So it's not, you can't tell me vacating wins. Okay, that's a fluff thing to do. It doesn't really matter. You can fine them. So what? They've got the money. But you're right. It always happens that way, though, Tyvis, where the team, like when the same thing happened with USC, when Pete Carroll left in front of all the sanctions USC got. Mm-hmm. He went to Seattle before all that happened. Harbaugh's doing the same thing. I don't think there will be any kind of postseason ban. I just don't. The NCAA have the teeth to do it. I don't think it'll happen.
It's no point.
The Big Ten was the only people that could have done something about it. The Big Ten could have said you're not playing the Big Ten championship game last year. They could have done that.
Yeah.
They didn't do it. They could say you're not eligible for the Big Ten championship. They could do that if they want to, which would then make sure Michigan has no chance at a first-round bye. Not they'd have it this year anyway. If you want to ban them from the Big Ten championship for 3 years, I'm okay with that. But Michigan's not going to be that good. I mean, they're going to be good. They're not competing. No, they're the fourth or fifth best team in the Big Ten this year.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it. I think they're fourth or fifth best.
Fourth?
Well, yeah.
I got them.
You got them where?
Third.
Oh, I'll put Penn State ahead of Michigan this year.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
I think Penn State's got an easier schedule than Michigan this year.
I agree with that.
That's why I think they'll be ahead of them. And who knows? Look, Iowa's no joke.
But
okay.
I don't know. Is Cade McNamara still there?
Cade McNamara's there. They got a new OC in there.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Kirk Ferentz guy is gone. You got Luke Lachey coming back.
That's the best weapon they got.
It is. I know he's back this year though. But
it's a receiver from Old State that went there like a couple years ago.
Through
Caleb Smith, maybe.
Who was it?
Brown,
of course.
right?
Yeah, Caleb Brown. That's his name. Maybe he could do
there
something.
You go.
So there you go.
I think that Michigan's going to be fourth or fifth in the Big Ten this year.
I got them third. I just the Penn State thing I'm
not a big believer in Penn State either. I think their schedule's easy enough.
The Wolverine schedule is tough. If they can win 10 games out of there.
Yeah, I agree. All right, coming up next, let's talk about the key unsettled position battles as we get ready for fall practice to begin for Ohio State. We'll do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
The meatloaf!
The Fan.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp, presented by Safelight Bob Discount Furniture and Weber, happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today. Everyone has their favorite pizza topping. What's yours? Crispy pepperoni, family recipe sausage, fresh green peppers, or something unexpected? When it comes to your favorite toppings, Donato's doesn't take them lightly. Actually, quite the opposite. They pile them on from edge to edge. Too much of the good thing, never heard of it. Now for a limited time, get 25% off when you order online and pick it up in store. Use promo code TAKE25. That's TAKE 25. Donato's. Every piece is important.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
now we're on our way with COTA, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, COTA moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit COTA.com/transit app to learn more.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, hot and humid with a scattered shower on this Tuesday. Temperatures in the upper 80s, down to around 70 overnight with mainly clear skies and light winds. During the day Wednesday, could see a morning shower, but a better chance of showers and storms by Wednesday evening. Hot and humid otherwise with highs in the low 90s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Using the Buckeye hookup to play golf at Scarlet whenever we can. This is the Buckeye Show.
Buckeye Show. Tito and Tyvis with you. Bodie back there running things. By the way, on the chat, someone reached out. Hi, Tyvis and Bodie. You do not look like what I expected, is what someone said on the chat.
I aim to disappoint.
That wasn't the negative thing there. I don't think that was negative.
I aim to disappoint.
Our good friend Abby, fan of all the shows. Hey, Tyvis, look at it like this. Would you rather play basketball with Cardale or be able to play with your kids? Don't listen to Tito and Bodie.
See that? Look. Oh, the thing is that when I get off this show at 8 o'clock, it'll take me about 25 minutes to get home. By the time I get home, my youngest is already in bed.
Right.
My oldest is a teenager to me, so she don't go to sleep till I go to sleep. And, yeah, she want to play.
Well, yeah, but she's saying like you're going to get, if you get hurt. If you go out there and play and your knee keeps bothering you, can you still play with your kids? Yeah, that's kind of what she's saying. Would you rather play with Cardale or would you rather be healthy enough to play with your kids?
Oh, well.
I personally, and I'm not trying to insult you, I think you're soft if you don't play with Cardale. I don't know why you wouldn't.
It's been a while since we used to go every Tuesday, but he hasn't played in quite some time.
Right.
And usually, I usually don't go because I'm doing this show. That's why I'll be like, I can't.
I get the feeling Cardale probably is a gunner. I think he probably shoots a lot.
He is a gunner.
Yeah, I bet he shoots way too much.
Cardale, for him to be the size that he is, you would think he'd be an unbelievable post player. But he just shoots everywhere. Yeah, he wants to shoot.
So, with Thursday is when the practices start up for Ohio State, when they do the 1st to the 4th. We said we're going to be out there for those days, weather permitting, hopefully, for those outdoor practices. And I was thinking about this today, and the position battle, I don't feel like there's a lot of position battles. Am I wrong on that? Like, I feel like, I know the offensive line's got to get worked out.
Yeah.
But I don't think, and I think Will Howard's already the starter. I don't care what anybody. I think Will Howard's going to be the starter. They won't announce it. I know they haven't said it yet. They might not officially anoint him until after the bye week or whatever coming up in week 3. You're looking at me like you don't agree that Will Howard is the starter.
I ain't said nothing.
You're looking at me like you think that.
I ain't said nothing.
Am I wrong in anything I just said?
About Will Howard being the starter?
About not that many positions being up for grabs. Both of those.
Yeah, I mean, the only position battles you could think of is the right guard position.
Right.
The linebacker opposite of Cody.
Mm-hmm.
You could think of tight end.
Yeah.
And you could think of the third wide receiver.
The third. Okay, who's your second wide receiver then?
That's a great question, too.
But, I mean, Jeremiah Smith's going to be in there.
I would think it would Cardinal Tate.
That's something. Tate's probably the 2 and Smith is probably the 3. Like, I think that's already pretty. They're going to rotate a lot. So being the starter of the depth chart, whatever, it's not going to matter that much. But what I'm saying is I don't think there's that much.
Who's the starting running back?
Oh, they'll list them as both. They'll list both the starting running backs.
But when it's time to run out there, who's going out first?
I think Henderson gets the first carry.
Okay.
Out of respect for the fact he's been here as long as he's been here.
Okay.
I think when it's all said and done, Quinshawn will probably have more touches.
At the end of the season?
At the end of the season.
Okay.
I think it'll be close, but I think he'll have more touches. And when you count, carries and receptions. As far as number of snaps they play, look, I think you're looking at both of them playing about 40% of the snaps, maybe 45%, and the 10% then split up among the freshmen. But the true freshmen coming in. But I don't expect much out of Caleb. I know there's a great story that came out. Oh my God, Caleb Downs he's in the running back room. He's not going to, right? I mean,
I don't. Like I said, I get that they want to help him in his Heisman campaign.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is he's a sophomore, so he's got another year.
Right.
And maybe I could see it next year. Like a next year thing, yeah. If Travion and Quinshawn both leave,
right,
and now you're depending on James People and Sam William Dixon.
Right.
Like, yeah, you want to put them in there. But, like, this year, I don't see why. I don't see the Heisman campaign this season. I don't think it's made for this season.
If both those guys leave after this year, Ohio State will go to the transfer portal and get a running back for next year. They'll get a veteran in there. I got to believe they'll do that.
Well,
if they both are gone.
Well, hold on now. Hold on, because see, it's a lot.
Right.
See, if is the 105 thing going into effect next year?
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Could be. Yep.
So okay, because you have two. You got two coming in.
Right.
Isaiah West and Bo Jackson.
Right. Bo
so
Jackson,
you have 4 on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You still got TC Caffey, who I think is out this year.
He's out this year with the ACL.
So I think he'll come back next year. So you're at 5.
Right.
And you're going to add Caleb Downs, so you're at 6.
Caleb Downs isn't going to be a running back. That's
you don't think?
No, I don't think it'll happen.
I think he's going to get a couple carries.
But when would you want to put it? Like, he is such a big part of the defense.
The first couple of games.
See, I wouldn't even risk it there. I would only do if it's like I'd pull the ripcord if there's an emergency with the running backs room. If they get the injuries they've had the last couple of years, then I would do it. But
what if that was a selling pitch in his?
It could have been. Could well have been. Yeah, maybe it will be. And so maybe they will have. Maybe it's like, hey, yeah, we're going to give you a dozen carries this year or something. Give you a chance. But I wouldn't want to put him in a meaningless game just because I don't want to see him. I'd hate to see him get hurt when Ohio State's up by 90 on Akron. I don't want to see that. You know?
Why are you always wishing the worst?
I'm not wishing the worst. I don't want him to play.
Why would he get hurt?
I don't know, because running backs get hurt. Right. Look at the running back room the last couple of years. How many times have we had like 3 running backs that are out of games in the last couple of years?
Not all 3. 2.
Oh, fine. 2. How do these 2 keep getting hurt every single year?
I don't want you to over-exaggerate.
Okay. I do over-exaggerate.
This ain't any given Sunday when we down to the third.
Is the 105 a scholarship limit or a roster limit?
I thought it was roster limit.
Okay, if it's roster limit.
Or is it? I don't know.
See, I think, because I'm wondering
if you can. Scholarship. 105
if you can do what the basketball team just did.
What was that?
With the guy they just added. What's his name, Bodie? Quinshawn? Oh, we
can't remember. Yeah.
Talked about him yesterday. It's okay. Anyway, they added this transfer from Kansas State. Okay.
Just the guy that transferred like 4 times?
Yeah. Well, he went to Florida for a couple years, went to Samford.
Yeah.
And then went to Kansas State, but was hurt last year and couldn't play. So he comes into the 6th year.
What's his name?
It's like Quishon. I'm going to find it for you now because now it's going to bug me. But anyway, the thing that he's doing, though, Tyvis, is he is not on scholarship. He's technically a walk-on, but he's using his NIL money. He's getting NIL money to pay for school.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So not a scholarship.
I'm familiar with that.
You got a name before, bud?
Quez Glover.
Quez Glover. That's what it is. Quez Glover.
I'm familiar with that.
So, I wonder if you can do it with football then also in some cases. With the transfer, you get a guy coming in 1 year left.
Well, see, that's the thing. They came out with this new thing with the 105, but they didn't say about the walk-ons
You
and
wonder
stuff.
about
So
that,
I don't, it'd be interesting.
I wonder if you'll see more teams get around it that way. Because, look, this guy's going to play significant minutes for Ohio State this year in the backcourt.
There's no way that they're going to put 105 and then say, yeah, but you can still bring in
walk-ons,
30 walk-ons.
He's a walk-on?
They're not doing that. There's no way.
All right. Coming up next, the NFL preseason kicks off Thursday with the Texans and Bears, the Hall of Fame game. Which Buckeyes the NFL need? I said NFL like I was Southern. Which Buckeyes in the NFL need big bounce-back seasons? We'll do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Bo Bishop is a media legend. We have no idea where the other guys came from. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Ah, the sounds of back to school time. There's plenty to about this time of year, so let Cane's take something off your plate by putting something on it, like hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Is foot pain keeping you from living life to its fullest? Life is too short to be dealing with foot, knee, or back pain. Come into the Good Feet store and learn how the Good Feet Heart Support System can help you get pain-free. Call 880-9255 or go to goodfeet.com to make an appointment.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At Metal Supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
Attention weekend warriors. Fan Sports Saturday has moved to 10 a.m. Join Eric Reeser and Tyvis Powell as they dive into popular topics like the Buckeyes and Tyvis's liquid diet.
Saturdays from 10 to 1.
The Fan.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at OptimizedIT.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
All Buckeyes all the time. You're welcome. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Buckeye Show, Tito Tyvis and Bodie with you. I got an update, Bodie. So I'm going to change my answer on should Tyvis play basketball tonight. It's just pickup. It's not like I thought it was going to be an actual game.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, I thought it was like, maybe it's a league and Cardale's in, needs a player to come in and play. He told me he and Cardale don't even play on the same team most of the time. Guys get there, shoot free throws to make up the teams. And so that changes things a little bit for me.
See, I think that's more reason to play.
Really?
Yeah, just a casual game. We're not going to hurt the leg anymore. Just go out, get some cardio in, get some shots up.
Well,
the glory days.
You know I'm getting up tomorrow and working out, right?
Okay, tomorrow's another day. Don't. Yeah. You might not get up tomorrow and work out. I'm going to go tomorrow and work out too. We'll see. Check in with me at 8 a.m. See where I'm at.
That's pretty dark, but I guess theoretically, technically possible.
Yeah, start my diet tomorrow.
Listen to him.
No, I'm just saying.
Starts Monday.
Yeah,
never
Monday.
On a Wednesday.
The most famous, by the way, the most famous day, like the most popular day to start working out is always tomorrow, no matter what.
Wednesday?
No, just tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Always
Have
tomorrow.
you guys seen the new Mission Impossible movie? I think it's like the 6th one or whatever. Just came out.
I've not seen it.
I saw it the other night, and in there they had a riddle. They said, "What is always on its way but never arrives?" Tomorrow. I was like, "Wow, that's pretty good."
That is pretty good. Yeah.
Tom Cruise knew it. Or
I'm sure he
Haley
did.
Atwell, one of the two. I can't remember which one, but
Brand Technic chimed in and said 105 player roster limit for Division I if they do that. So that's what we were talking about. That could they be scholarships, rosters? I don't want to do it, but that's what he tells us there on that. So anyway, so Buckeyes in the NFL. Obviously, there's a lot of them in there.
Mm-hmm. And isn't it great? That's what the league needs. More Buckeyes.
Yes. Now, some Buckeyes have had, had less than great years last year. Some not of their own doing. Chris Olave in New Orleans had crappy quarterback play.
Terry McLaurin
the same way. JSN did not have the kind of year that most people thought. Not necessarily Geno Smith's fault, but he was also behind, Lockett and Metcalf, or Metcalf and Lockett, I guess it would be. Chase Young did not have a great year last year. Justin Fields on a new team this year. He's getting the practice reps for Pittsburgh. J.K. Dobbins, the injury. Zeke Elliott, old.
Hey.
Come on now.
Hey, listen. We go listen.
You told me before you think Zeke's done.
I never said that.
I think you said, I think
would
the word
never
used is
say
washed.
that. I would never say that. Zeke is back in Dallas.
Yes.
He got the 15 jersey on.
Yes.
He back.
Yeah, but the 15, though, is stretched out a little more in the front than it used to be.
No, it ain't.
Hey, I'm telling you, that 15 jersey
He back to using just one spoon. He ain't doing two spoons no more. Just one.
There is no way in hell his jersey size is the same as it was last time he was in Dallas.
Listen, Zeke go for about 800 yards rushing this year.
Okay, 800. Is that a bounce back year for him?
That.
That's a great year for him.
He averaged about 3.5 yards a carry last year for New England.
How many yards did he have last year total? Can you pull that up?
Yeah, I will look that. Yeah, he got more carries than they thought he would get because of the fact
Ramondre
Stevenson got hurt, and so
he actually was. He looked good the first couple of weeks.
He did, but let's see his listed playing weight here. We'll see if you can question that. They got him at 6 foot 228.
Okay.
Last year, 184 carries, 642 yards, 3 touchdowns rushing, caught 51 passes for 313 and 2 more touchdowns, had 2 fumbles, lost 1 of them. So he had 955 total yards and 5 touchdowns.
That's not bad. I'm going 800 yards rushing this year.
3.5 yards a carry.
800 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns.
His yards per carry has gone down in 2021 was 4.2, then 3.8 in 2022, and then 3.5 last year. So, all right, who else then? Who else do you think would have a? Okay,
I got 3.
All right, who else you got?
I got Joey Bosa,
Okay.
He needs to bounce back. I think he got hurt, or maybe he was in and out of the lineup. I just didn't really hear about Joey last year, and that's unlike him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Joey is a big-time playmaker, especially playing alongside Khalil Mack. Like, he should be unbelievable. So that Joey. Next, Jeffrey Okudah.
Okay.
Another Jeffrey. Yes. I think this might be is it? Like he had the Lions.
Right.
Then he went to the Falcons. Now he's at the Texans. Like at some point, you run out of chances. So I think this is it for him.
In the last 2 years, Bosa's played a total of 14 games.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He's dealing with some injuries.
He is. He is.
So, yeah.
He's he just turned 29 years old in July, early this month.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okudah's another one, yes.
Yeah. So, Okudah, like I just said, he got it's now or never.
Right.
Like for him. And then I would say Von Bell. Von's back with the Cincinnati Bengals. Von's upset because Von feels like he had a really productive year, but nobody talks about him. Sure. And I told him, Von, you played for the Panthers.
Right. That's good. No, there's not a lot of Panthers talk, not even in Carolina, I don't think. That's not where you're going to make your mark.
So now that he's back with Cincinnati.
Yes. Playing meaningful games.
He'll be in meaningful games.
Yes.
With a team that a lot of people is going to cheer for, that a lot of people is going to see. Bond has to have a good year because he's essentially the captain back there. I mean, you know, it was him and Jesse Bates. Now it's him, and he's got a bunch of young guys that Dax Hill got to step up. The kid from the Wolverines. What's the fast corner?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Can't think of his name. Him, young guy, and Cam Taylor-Britt. I think this is only his, third year in the league?
I think so, yeah.
So young guys. He's the veteran there. He has to have a solid season and make sure that everybody's communicating and making sure everybody's holding it together in that back end. So it's a big role for him.
The Von Bell thing, yes. He will certainly be more visual. You'll be able to see him out there, more prominent, because the Bengals will play on TV. I think there were games last year the Panthers didn't even carry on radio. That's how bad the Panthers were and how unpopular they were. Now, Chris Olave left practice today with a hip injury. Saints coach Dennis Allen said he landed on his hip but did not have any further details following practice. So we'll see about that one, if he's going to be okay. Said, according to ESPN, Olave walked gingerly to the medical tent as practice ended, did not take part in the post-practice gassers the team runs every day. So it could be faking not to run the gassers. But hopefully a better play there out of the quarterback position for him. Dobbins coming off another injury.
Yeah.
You know, and God, I love J.K. Dobbins. He's out there with the Chargers. The only thing I hate is that he plays for Jim Harbaugh now, same with Bosa. Mm-hmm. But Dobbins and Gus Edwards in that backfield, we'll see what happens with that one. And another guy who has just fallen off.
Oh.
Michael Thomas.
He can't stay healthy.
That's what I mean. But what you think about how good he was.
He just cannot stay. And right now, I don't even think he's.
I don't think he's on a team.
Yeah, I don't think he's signed right now.
I don't think he's signed today right now. Somebody should sign him.
You know who a guy that I think will have a big year?
Who's that?
That nobody really talks about? Curtis Samuel.
Oh, yeah.
He's with Buffalo now. You know, now that Diggs is gone and Gabe Davis is gone, they need a weapon. And him being a receiver that can also play running back, I think he'll be an essential role because they don't have that guy. You know, obviously they got Keon Coleman, who they drafted in the first round.
All young guys.
He's a rookie.
Right.
You know, Curtis Samuel could really put himself in position to, be a star in Buffalo if he, handles business. And he's from New York originally.
I didn't know that, really, yeah?
Yeah. He used to, I forget if he's from Brooklyn. I think he's from Brooklyn, I want to say. But he's from New York, so, being back in New York, actually playing in New York, it should mean something to him.
Bodie, there's rumors that the Cowboys might be interested in Michael Thomas. Would you be in favor of that at the right price?
If we got CD re-signed, probably not. Not sure there's much of a need there. Him and Cooks will be the top two guys, clearly. Ferguson at tight end.
Right.
That's a pretty solid stable there. I'm not sure if bringing in Michael Thomas. I mean, you could, bring him in for a training camp, see what happens.
Sure.
But I'm not sure that's something that moves the needle for me.
He was due for a $12 million cap hit for this season, but the Saints obviously released him ahead of that. So I root for Michael Thomas, see what he can do, hopefully. But, yeah, I feel like last year he only had 400 yards receiving or something like that. I don't see him ever reaching anywhere close to where he was at before.
He just need to get healthy. I still think he could be productive, especially in the red zone. I mean, I think not last year, 2 years ago, he played 5 or 6 games, but he had like a nice handful of touchdowns where he still looked good. But it's something about his knee, ankle, foot, whatever it is, it just continues to go out, and he just can't make it, 17 games. And
Right.
that's a big issue. But when he's in there, he's still effective. He can still do all those things. It's just he can only do it for so long.
And then Chase Young is another guy that I hope can stay healthy. I thought that he played pretty well for San Francisco when he was out there for them after Washington got rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Jacksonville now, not 100% healthy yet, but
Is he? No, he's with the Saints.
he's with the Saints. You're right, not
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Good call by you.
I know where I know where Buckeyes be at.
How old's Chase? Chase isn't
keep my
that old
eyes
either, is
on
he?
that.
How old is Chase Young?
He got to be like, 26, 27?
I would think that's about where he is, but it seems like he's been in the league forever, Chase Young. Let me take a look here at the roster.
Once you start moving around, people think you old.
That's why you got to go play basketball. Chase Young is 25.
Oh, younger
Good
than
Lord, it seems like he's been around forever. Yeah, he turned 25 in April. Last year, he had 7.5 sacks. For his career, he's got, let me see it here. How many sacks he has career? He's got 16.5 for his career, the 1 sack in the postseason as well. So, yeah, with the Saints now, I hope he does well. Garrett Wilson, someone else mentioned in the chat about, maybe he can put up better numbers this year if Rodgers stays healthy versus that pile of poop they had back there at quarterback last year.
Yeah, that's a given. If Aaron Rodgers is healthy, Garrett Wilson's going to have a tremendous season.
You got the dude from San Diego there now, Mike Williams. Is another receiver is there. They've been talking about, maybe making a trade to get another receiver as well. But yeah, Garrett Wilson could have a big year there for them. I think so too.
Yeah, they got Mike Williams, and then they drafted the kid from North Carolina, big body wide receiver. I can't think of his name though.
All right, coming up next, we will go on the trail, give you the latest what's going on with Ohio State football and basketball. We'll do that. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State athletics, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp, presented by Safelite Bob Discount Furniture and Weber, happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Everyone has their favorite pizza topping. What's yours? Crispy pepperoni, family recipe sausage, fresh green peppers, or something unexpected? When it comes to your favorite toppings, Donato's doesn't take them lightly. Actually, quite the opposite. They pile them on from edge to edge. Too much of a good thing, never heard of it. Now for a limited time, get 25% off when you order online and pick it up in store. Use promo code TAKE25. That's TAKE 25. Donato's. Every piece is important.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
We don't talk politics on the Fan. It's divisive, fear-stoking, and negative. That's what our social media is for. Or your crazy uncle's house, or the grocery store, or you get my point. The Fan, Ohio's politics-free destination.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Ah, the sounds of back to school time. There's plenty to about this time of year, so let Cane's take something off your plate by putting something on it, like hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
It's a Red, White, and Cool sale at Logan Services. Red hot savings up to $2,700 off a train system. And take advantage of 0% APR financing for 72 months. And pick one freebie for extra home comfort this summer. Plus, check out tax credits up to $2,600. With a system for every home and every budget, it's hard to stop a train. Find us online and book your free estimate now. Fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The best kind of power is star power. Let's go on the trail.
Buckeye Show, Tito Tyvis with you on the trail here. I told you, I always feel weird talking about recruiting, Tyvis. I don't know how much you know. Like, how much insider stuff. I know you know a lot. I'm saying, how much insider stuff do you know? That's what I was wondering.
I don't know nothing.
You got to know something, Tyvis, with your other gig.
They keep me in the dark.
No, there's no way in hell they keep you in the dark. So we're talking about this stuff. Like, and like you said, obviously, Bodie's an honest person when you were dissing me earlier. That's okay. But I know you're an honest person, too. But there's some things I don't know if you can tell us.
Depends on what it is.
All right. So, Ohio State, the big date coming up, right, is this August 17th, where we're going to find out, exactly what there's the kid out there.
David Sanders?
Yes. Thank you. David Sanders. And David Sanders Jr. from North Carolina. Offensive tackle. Class 2025. Right now, Ohio State's got the number one spot in the class, according to 24/7 Sports. They've got a total score of 310.88. Alabama's got 304.41. The Buckeyes have 24 committed players right now. So, David Sanders Jr., have you spoken to him personally?
Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times.
Give me your impressions of David Sanders Jr. for your conversations.
I think that he's a kid that's really focused, really loves the Buckeyes, gets great vibes when he's here. But obviously, other teams are in heavy pursuit of him. Tennessee, Nebraska. I think those are the other two teams that's heavily involved in trying to get him. But, any indication that I ever had with any of these kids, it's always great conversation. And they always love Ohio State. So that's what I'm supposed to feel like. So at the end of the day, he gonna make the decision that's best for him and his family. So I can't, Okay. It's not like I've ever met somebody and been like, oh yeah, he's terrible,
right?
Because they don't recruit those type of people. Like, they don't even recruit those type of guys.
So August 17th is when he will make his decision on that one, and it sounds like Ohio State and Tennessee might be the ones leading the clubhouse on that one. And I know that Ryan Day has talked, but I've heard you say, like, you don't want someone to come here for NIL. Lord Knight said that also. You don't want someone come here because you want to do other things. NIL will take care of itself.
Yes.
And you'll get taken care of if you're a good big-time player.
Yeah.
Also, Josh Petty, another person ranked as the 5th offensive tackle nationally. Someone else Ohio State's after. Florida State, it looks like, and I read this on a fan recap and also it was on 24/7, but Looks like Florida State might be the one he will go with. He's making his commitment on August 12th. We'll see about that one. And I was curious. I wanted to ask you about this. When you've got a guy who is already recruited somewhere, he's already committed somewhere, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like come out and he made a decision. He said, I am going here.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Autry's one there I'm thinking about now. Defensive tackle from Alabama. He's going to Auburn.
Yep.
But he also is friends with Zion Grady.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, how does a coach, what is he like? What's the normal protocol on still reaching out to someone who's committed? Like, are there any lines you're not supposed to cross? Or
no, it's no.
You can just call and whatever and have the conversations. And you can try to flip them that way.
You know who started that?
Who started that?
Urban.
Urban did?
Urban started that stuff. Listen, yeah. I never told you the story about I can't think. You know who I think it is? I think it was a kid by the name of Savion Pittman. I think that's who started this whole thing. I think he was originally committed to Michigan State.
Right.
And Coach Meyer got him to flip to Ohio State.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember this like it was yesterday. So what happened then was Michigan State got upset.
Right.
Pat Narduzzi started hitting me up. I was committed to Ohio State.
Right.
He hit me up like, forget all that. If Urban go flip our guys and talk to guys that's committed, then we going right back at it. And he was like really trying to get me to flip to Michigan State. So you could. That verbal commitment means nothing until you sign that. Not even until you sign the paper. Until you enrolled in class, it don't mean a thing.
Were you close at all? Were you considering flipping to Michigan State?
I thought about it, but then that's at the end of the day. It was like I always wanted to be a Buckeye. So like I didn't want to be a Spartan. I wanted to be a Buckeye. So.
Did Michigan offer you any benefits that were against the rules at the time?
No.
Would you tell me if they did?
Yeah.
Did anybody?
I wouldn't tell you I wouldn't tell you with this microphone in my mouth, in my face. But
that sounds good. It's Michigan State in trouble. Also, on the basketball front, we know that Jake Diebler's had a great offseason with getting in a couple of 5-star prospects, Aaron Bradshaw and Sean Stewart, and now there's a 2025 shooting guard, Trey McKinney, who is going to be October 26th for he's a 5-star 24/7 high school hoop says that he's going to visit Ohio State October 26th, according to them. One of the top prospects in the country, number 15 overall in the class. He's also visiting USC on September 1st. He's visiting September 21st. He'll visit Michigan. October 4th, Michigan State. October 12th, Oregon, when Ohio State plays there. October 26th, Ohio State. November 9th, Notre Dame. December 4th, Creighton. He's a 6'4", 225-pound kid.
So we're the first visit?
No, we're like the 5th. It's USC first. USC, okay. Michigan State, Oregon.
Where is he from?
He is from Michigan.
Okay. Is he visiting them?
He's visiting Michigan and Michigan State both.
Okay.
So we'll see, though. We'll see. But I mean, look, I love what Diebler's doing. Like the fact he's in the mix with this guy. You know what I mean?
You know, Diebler's been in the mix with a lot of guys that I'd be like, man, but he sat right here next to me and said he takes recruiting very seriously. Like, it's not like, everybody has their recruiting staffs and stuff like that. No, he's like wants to be in the mix. Like he wants to be the one that talks to these players and stuff like that. So I actually hats off to that, because it's not like I'm getting to know some recruiter. Like I'm getting to know the actual guy that's going to coach me. So like I respect that, and I think these players are respecting that too.
Baker said Ryan Baker reached out to us.
Who?
I know Baker.
Like Ryan Baker, the touchdown maker.
Yes. He said Nigel Glover, he did that this year with Ohio State, where he came on as a walk-on and transferred to Northwestern. I didn't know if the NIL paid for his school, but I knew he came in as a walk-on, though. So Ryan listening, which is good. All right, coming up next.
How does he know that?
Does Ryan Baker know it?
Yeah.
Baker knows. He is all about this stuff.
I guess.
He knows it. Better than we do, obviously, because I had forgot about Nigel Glover, who's gone again now, right? Didn't he go back to Northwestern?
I think he did.
Yeah, he went back to Northwestern, right? That's right. Isn't that Bodie? Went back to Northwestern?
I know he transferred out. I couldn't tell you that he went back or not.
Very brief time here.
I'm like 76% sure he went back to Northwestern.
See, I was going to say I was 75, so we're both on there then. Maybe 74.2. Coming up next, Bodie hits up the College Football Pulse after the Sports Center update from today. We'll do that next. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
News, opinions, and insight all before breakfast. Rise and shine with Morning Juice.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
It's no fun to get blindsided. That's why you need to know what's coming in Ohio Medicaid.
Championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
Recent changes in Ohio Medicaid could impact you. If your information isn't up to date, you can lose your health insurance. Call the Ohio Department of Medicaid so you don't have to scramble to stay insured.
Call 800-324-8680. A public health message from CareSource.
That's what I call forward progress.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. The people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. Starting with baseball, home runs by Josh Naylor, Brian Rocchio, and Jose Ramirez powered the Guardians to a 5-0 win over the Tigers earlier today. Cleveland sweeps the two-game set in Detroit. With the home run, Ramirez now has the second most homers in Cleveland history, behind only Jim Thome. The Guards will enjoy an off day tomorrow before they begin a 4-game set at home against Baltimore on Thursday. Meanwhile, the Reds and Cubs, they'll get underway here shortly at Great American Ballpark. First pitch is at 7:10. Cincinnati looks for a second straight win over Chicago. Tony Santillan is on the bump. In Paris, the United States women's gymnastics team won the gold medal today at the 2024 Olympics. Simone Biles now has the most Olympic medals in USA gymnastics history. And watch list season continues ahead of the college football season. The Bronco Nagurski Trophy, given annually to the nation's best defensive player, had 4 Buckeyes on the list for this season.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Hey, Bodie.
Guys.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to give us do you have the names of the 4 Buckeyes? Because you're right on time.
Yes.
Let's do that. Let's do an extended sports center here, because I know you want to get to it.
We needed about 70 seconds on that one.
All right. Who are the
4 Buckeyes on the list for the Bronco Nagurski Trophy, which is given annually to the nation's best defensive player. Denzel Burke and Caleb Downs in the secondary. And on the defensive line, Jalen Tuimoloau and Tyleek Williams. I unfortunately also ran out of time and did not get to mention that Notre Dame safety Xavier Watts won the award last season. in 2023.
Thank God.
Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Thank God that you ran out of time for the Notre Dame one.
Another update, by the way.
The Guardians were just, there's so much going on with the guards. Had to get that all in.
I appreciate it.
On the basketball, I saw Tyvis out there still contemplating whether to play or not. And I said, look, I'm telling you, like we gave Tyvis grief. He's a hell of a softball player, did a great game. Ken Griffey the third. We went out there and played. And I will tell you, after watching the display out there on the Papa Shot, Tyvis is a shooter. Not a scorer, but he is a shooter. And he then came back in here and started complaining about his leg.
Doc told me I can't play. Yeah, I know. You got a bad bruise. Bruise on the leg is a hell of a long way from the heart. Candy ass.
Oh, wow. I didn't think that was coming at the end. What do you got for us, the Pulse there, Bodie?
All right, guys. We did the Big Ten last night. Tonight it'll be the SEC's turn, ranking the toughest schedules by team in the conference. 1, 2, how many teams are in the big SEC here? 16, I guess?
16 or 18, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
You're going to count Vanderbilt.
From CBS Sports, we'll go look at 1 to 5, and then I'll kind of mention a couple that jumped out to me. 1 to 5 here, Florida with the toughest schedule. Billy Napier. That seat is just on fire.
Yeah. Right.
Next up, Mississippi State, Oklahoma as they head into their first year there. Georgia and then South Carolina. A couple others that jump out. You got Alabama at 9 and LSU at 10. Texas A&M is 11. And then we got a few college football playoff contenders at the bottom, which is good news for them. Tennessee is 13. Texas is 14. Ole Miss is 15. And Missouri, last but not least, at 16.
That Florida schedule, yeah. You know, I'm starting to think, Bodie, it might be a benefit to Napier to have such a tough schedule because you can't expect him to have a really good year this year.
Yeah, they go 8-4. I mean,
Yes, they host Miami.
Florida, it's over.
You host Miami. They host Samford.
Not Stanford.
Samford.
That's a late. They feel bad for them.
They host A&M.
That's a loss.
Okay. They play at Mississippi State.
You know what? I'm not high on Mississippi State, so I'm going to give them 1.
So you got them 2-2 now?
Yeah.
Okay. Then they have the bye week. Then they host UCF. Not easy.
Yeah. What conference did they go to?
UCF.
Big 12.
Big 12, yeah.
Okay.
They were in there last year.
Yeah. Then they're at Tennessee. Good luck. Host Kentucky. Kentucky's 23rd in the country right now.
They should beat them.
Off. Host Georgia.
That's a loss.
At Texas.
That's a loss.
Host LSU.
Did you say at Texas is a dub or a loss?
Loss.
Yeah. Okay.
They on a 3-game losing streak right now.
Oh, it's going to continue.
Yeah, Georgia at Texas.
Loss.
Host LSU.
Loss.
Host Ole Miss.
Loss.
That's 4 losses in a row to close it out.
At Florida State is their last game.
Oh, you're right. Florida State. You're right. Yes, you're right. There's no. That's 5 in a row there, maybe to close the season.
You know what?
He'll be fired.
Good news for the Gators. They could start that coaching search by about.
I was about to say
2 weeks before
fired
Thanksgiving.
Way before that. That's tough.
That's a tough stretch right there. I know that is a brutal schedule. Who was the second one you said? Who was the team with the second hardest schedule?
Mississippi State, and then Oklahoma's third, which is not great news for the Sooners.
No, Oklahoma's got. Yeah.
Didn't they just pay Brent Venables?
Oh yeah, they gave him an extension.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
I'm not really
why
sure.
They did that. I don't know. I just he got to really show me something. Give me their schedule.
Oklahoma, host Temple, host Houston, host Tulane. We'll go 3-0 there.
Okay. Yeah.
Host Tennessee.
I give them that because I'm not. Okay. It's something about Tennessee that just don't sit right with me.
That's 4-0 at Auburn. Should be a win.
It should be, but see, Auburn is sneaky though.
Now they're 5-0, probably ranked 4th in the country. Texas at the Cotton Bowl.
Texas at the Cotton Bowl?
Right.
That's a loss.
Okay, now we got a 5-1. South Carolina at home.
They should beat them.
6-1 at Ole Miss.
That's a loss.
6-2. Host Maine. That's a win. 7-2. At Missouri. 7-3, I think now. Host Clemson. 7-4. At LSU. 7-5. Right?
Yeah.
That's probably what you're looking on that one.
Yeah. Even if you give them a game, though, or
right. It still ain't no better.
Yes. Oklahoma's not 9-3 is not the Sooners' expectations there.
But they also not killing it in recruiting, is they? I don't think they getting top 5 or top 10 classes.
No, I don't think they're getting.
So why did they extend this man? I just don't understand it.
I don't know. I don't know on that one. Tyvis.
You got to make them
They got
earn
the
it.
9th best recruiting class
Ninth
right
best what they
now.
have?
And last year they pulled in. I know they pulled in a good class last year. Last year was 8th. So I mean,
Oh, okay. So they
pretty
you
good.
know, it's
They could have just waited one more year. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You went 6 and 7 year one, 10 and 3. I think it was last
Right, yeah.
year.
They have a
As you
proven
head
year.
into the
Yep.
SEC, yeah, like go win 10 games in the SEC, and then we can talk.
All right, what do you got for us next?
Next story here. Shuffle my papers around real quick. Number 2. This one comes from 24/7 Sports. They chose 2 dark horse candidates to win each of the Power 4 conferences. In the Big 12, they went with UCF and Arizona. For the ACC, North Carolina State and Virginia Tech. Big 10, they went Michigan and Iowa. And then in the SEC, they went Missouri and Tennessee, which we just kind of hit on there a little bit. Missouri and Tennessee. Missouri had the easiest schedule per that CBS Sports article, and Tennessee had 13.
Right.
Nevertheless. Michigan and Iowa. Thoughts?
I like I say, the Wolverines. I don't think they just gonna die because I think that what they like to do, they got them that position. They like to run the ball. Their offensive line is still intact. Their running back is really good. Defensive line is still intact. They still got one of arguably the best corner in the game. So, like it's not like if they was like a 5-wide team, I'd be like, all right, they in trouble because JJ not there.
Right.
But they wanted to run the ball anyway, so.
They got to host Texas.
Their schedule is not in their favor.
Hosting USC. They're at Washington. Washington's only got 1 starter back, but they got a lot of transfers and everything. They've got to host Oregon, and they're playing, obviously, at Ohio State this year. So the schedule's not that. I mean, Fresno State to start things off, but the Texas game will be big for them. Arkansas State, they'll win that. And the USC, we'll see.
If they beat Texas,
right,
they cooking with grease.
Oh, yeah, if they can get that one. Yes, for sure. I agree. Yeah. The other school that I'm looking at, I mean, Iowa, I've said all along, I think Iowa is a potential one to, because they've got an easier schedule this year too, and we'll see what they have there. But I was high on Wisconsin. Then I forgot that they hired like Alex Grinch to be co-defensive coordinator there or something in Wisconsin. He was bad, right, at Oklahoma and USC.
I'm telling you know what, Tito? I'm sick of this. I'm about to become a defensive coordinator.
You could.
I really think I am because they just giving money away. If they giving out free money like that, I need a part. I need parts of it.
Yeah, I've told you. I think you should go into coaching. You won't do it. I've told you should go into coaching, though.
I don't want to do it because it's too much.
You'd be a great coach.
It's too much. You don't get to see your family.
I'm okay with that on my end. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Some guys look at that as a project.
No, I didn't say that. Now that whoever that person is going to text my wife and say, guess what? Your husband just said on the fan about you. All right. What do you got for us next?
Last one here, guys. USC head coach Lincoln Riley, he raised some eyebrows at Big Ten Media Days last week when he pondered the possibility of the USC-Notre Dame rivalry game ending amid conference realignment. Fortunately, Notre Dame's new athletic director, Pete Bavacqua, would like to see no such thing. He told The Athletic this on Monday, quote, "We have every intention in the world and every desire to keep the USC-Notre Dame game going for as long as it possibly can. Everything we've heard from USC and the people we've been talking to over the course of the last year and beyond is they're gung-ho as well. It is one of the great rivalries, not just in football, but in all of sports. We absolutely want to continue that rivalry. We think it's wonderful for Notre Dame. We think it's wonderful for Southern Cal. We think it's great for college football. It's hard to imagine a college football landscape where Notre Dame and USC aren't playing each other on an annual basis."
Pull out your
I wholeheartedly agree.
Buckeye Show bingo card. If you had Bodie mentioning Notre Dame twice in the same segment.
I'll tell you guys this. If I ever heard Marcus Freeman go out and say, yeah, we just don't know, I think I'd have a stroke if he talked about stop playing USC. Fortunately, Marcus Freeman is not a coward like Lincoln Riley.
Wow.
And we just go out there and play the schedule that is given to us.
Do you think Lincoln Riley is still the head coach there in 3 years?
I would say under on that.
I think he's probably going to.
Really?
I think.
I don't know if they'll keep going 7-5, but
he got the Heisman's.
That was last year or 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yes.
And they still went 11-3, which isn't bad.
Right.
But I mean, you don't give a guy that contract and pull him away from Oklahoma for that.
Where is he on the pecking order on highest paid coaches?
He's got to be in the top handful. I don't know how many guys are making $10+ million. Probably about a dozen, give or take. he's got to be on that list. I
would think he'd have to be up there too, yes, because they had to pay a lot to get him.
Yeah, exactly. They hired him from Oklahoma. It's not like they just pulled him as an OC from California or something like that.
All right, front office sports. Here's what they've got. Number 1, Kirby Smart, according to them.
He just signed.
$13 million.
13.
Dabo, 11.5. Lincoln, 11.
Oh,
Third.
I mean, just read those three names.
Well,
Granted, Dabo's cooled off a bit too, but he's won 2 national championships.
2 of them walking on thin ice right now.
And how much does your boy make at Notre Dame? How much does Freeman make at Notre Dame? I don't see him in the top 25 anywhere, right? He's not.
Well, that's because it's a private school.
Oh,
so
they don't announce it. You're right.
Yeah, he's about $6-7 million.
Okay, so he'd be around the top 25. 25 is Bielema, Illinois, with 6.2, and 20 is Matt Rule with 6.7.
What is Day getting?
He's at 10 or 11.
He is tied for 7th with Bodie's favorite guy, Brian Kelly. They're both at $9.5 million.
He ain't even at 10.
Norvell's at, that's a salary. That's a total compensation. I can't believe there's like other escalators and bonuses in there and stuff like that. I bet he's going to make more than that. I don't know if that includes his TV and radio stuff he does.
Is this water handball up here?
Water handball? It might be water polo. Water handball?
I mean, same thing, right?
No. They have to tread water in that pool like the entire time.
Is that that's a deep end?
They're all D. It's like a 12-foot pool, man. You can't.
Oh, that's talent.
Yeah.
I drown right away because I can't tread water.
Tyvis tries. The next thing we're going to do for Ohio State,
I would drown.
Water polo.
Yeah, I'm not
Tyvis out there with the arm floaties.
Make sure we got the lifeguard.
He'll have to be in the 4 feet.
He'll have the arm floaties out there and see if he can score in that. What was I getting to on this? Oh, yeah. I didn't realize, Bodie, that Notre Dame and USC, as far as Notre Dame, USC, that the Trojans are the second most played opponent at Notre Dame. I didn't realize that. They played 94 times. Navy's number 1 with 96. But 94 times they played. That surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, they've been playing since Rockney and whoever. I don't even know who was coaching USC 100 years ago, but yeah.
Lou Holtz.
Is there a school you want to see?
I don't think he ever coached USC.
Is there a school that you don't see on Notre Dame's schedule every year you'd like to have?
The Wolverines.
Well, I would rather not join the Big Ten.
Right.
But
that's a shame.
I am happy that we have a home and home with Michigan State coming up here in a few years, and then Purdue's been back on the schedule a bit, and then Michigan.
You don't want to be in the Big Ten?
Of course you do.
Not really.
Big Ten.
I'd like our ACC alignment thing with the Big Ten. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that with the Big Ten, I'd be okay. That'd be a step in the right direction. I totally agree with that.
I do think, though, honest, complete bias aside, rivalries not going away is a good thing for the sport. Like, Notre Dame and USC should play each other. The fact that Oklahoma State and Oklahoma aren't is just bad for college football. I don't care. I'm not a fan of all this conference realignment personally.
Right.
I don't think it's really a good thing for the sport. Big picture. But at the very least, some of these rivalries need to stay. I know this conference realignment, it just is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But I do think it's important that Oregon and Oregon State are playing this year.
Right.
Pretty sure, right?
Yeah,
Washington
the Apple Cup,
State.
yep.
Like those games. If you start getting rid of those, then it's just the NFL. And
I don't
to me,
see why they
kinda...
couldn't do that though. Like, no matter what conference they in, they could just keep the rivalry.
Well,
I would.
A lot goes down to the money, but
Oklahoma State and Oklahoma aren't playing this year.
Notre Dame's 2026 schedule opens up with 3 straight Big Ten teams. They play Wisconsin at Lambeau Field in 26. Then they host Michigan State. They play at Purdue after that. I like the Michigan State Notre Dame's good ones. Michigan Notre Dame's fine. I like how Ohio State Notre Dame doesn't happen that often. I like the specialty of that game that doesn't happen that
makes the last 2 years.
Yeah.
mean a little more.
All right, coming up next, Joe Lunardi put out his latest bracketology on ESPN.com. Where does he have the Buckeye men's team? We'll talk about that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Wake up with the Fan. Eat lunch with the Fan. Go to bed with the Fan. Dream about the Fan. Then change your sheets. Gross.
Ew, you guys are gross, but stick around in case I don't find anyone else.
The Fan.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned Redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
And now we're on our way with COTA, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, COTA moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit COTA.com/transit app to learn more.
Rockman and Ice.
You know, you don't want the big splash. You get knocked for that. Like, just the amount of, flips and all. Like, I'm in on the stuff that happens in the water. That works for me.
Rockman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, MyBobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
It's shaping up to be one of the hottest summers on record, Columbus, which means your AC unit is being put to the test. With thousands of perfect Google reviews, your cooling experts at Sears Heating and Cooling will ensure your comfort just as we have the last 74 summers. Whether your AC unit is in need of maintenance, repair, or replacement, your Sears cooling team will get the job done right the first time at the best possible price. That's right, from Dublin to Obetz, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
An isolated shower possible on this Tuesday, otherwise partly sunny, hot and humid, temperatures in the upper 80s, down to around 70 overnight, mainly clear skies and dry. Scattered shower possible midday on Wednesday, but a better chance of showers and storms late Wednesday into Wednesday night. High temperatures under partly sunny skies in the low 90s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Where every segment is another Buckeye surprise. You've got the Buckeye Show.
All right, Buckeye Show. Tito Tyvis with you. Bodie over there, you heard him on the CFB Pulse. Lavelle chimes in on our YouTube chat. Tyvis could be a real good coach. He's real and has been there through it all.
I appreciate that.
Do you want to guess how I responded to that?
I know. I really know. I know, because knowing you, you probably said he's fake. It's an act.
This is what I said.
Doc told me I can't play. Yeah, I know. You got a bad bruise. Bruise on the leg is a hell of a long way from the heart, you candy ass.
No. What I said was, yes, Lavelle, he totally would. I've told you that before.
God, I love that movie.
I'm telling you, you would be a good head coach. You'd be a good coach of any position. You'd be a good coach, though. You should do it.
I like teaching the fans about the game.
I'll never forget, like the first time we did a show together, you showed me something, a move, a way. You were giving me a breakdown of a defensive back and what you had to do with certain guys, the way they move their hips, what you would do, and to make the step. Broke it down for me beautifully, and that's always stuck with me, Tyvis, that you did that. Bodie, did you ever see the 30 for 30 about the Russian side of the miracle?
I am not a communist, Tito, so I did not.
It's interesting.
No, I have not that.
It's an ESPN.
I should check it out. Considering how much I love the movie Miracle, I probably should check it out.
It's their perspective.
They could say what they want, but
hey, when I had
US of A, baby.
I've had Mike Ruzzoni on Fan Sports Sunday a couple of times.
Winthrop, Massachusetts.
What's that? Yeah.
Who do you play for?
Right. I had him on Fan Sports Sunday a couple of times. Every year, they do an event at the original rink,
Placid,
at Lake Placid, at the rink they were playing on, and you can go out there and you can, if I don't know what it costs, you can get out there, then you can play with them on that ice, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
That'd be a lot of fun.
I can't skate.
Neither can I. I go out there. I go out there in my shoes.
Yeah.
Y'all can't ice skate?
Don't you? You can't ice skate.
Yeah, I can. Did you not watch Tyvis Tries? I was a goalie. I literally had to skate.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
That episode.
Now
I'm holding out for the water polo one.
Yeah, I'll drown. I'll do it with a life.
So you can skate.
Yeah. See, ice skating to me is the same as rollerblading. Not regular skates, but
it's
rollerblading.
definitely not.
It is. No, it's the same type of balance type thing. Because, rollerblades is like just straight line. So when you think of ice skating, it's the same thing. That's how, and I learned how to roller skate before I learned how to I
can't roller skate. I can't roller skate.
My first time was roller skates.
Yeah.
So
do you ever take your kids out ice skating?
No, they can't skate.
I'm going to tell you this. When you take your kids out like to the Chiller or something, or to the Ice House over here by Nationwide, it sucks when your kids are younger because you spend as much time getting them ready, like putting the skates on and everything, getting the helmet signed in. Like you spend more time getting them ready than you do actually out there on the ice.
They don't need a helmet.
I'm with you on that.
Right.
I gave up on it, by the way.
The skull is incredibly.
I'm sitting there.
It's rock solid, man.
I got an arm on the.
Sick today.
I've got an arm on the wall the entire time I'm trying to skate, and I'm only moving my left skate. My right skate's just going straight. Like I'm just
really can't skate.
No, and I'll never forget. And this was the last time I skated. This 4-year-old half-pint girl blazes by me. Okay. And I fall.
Did you fall?
I fell down because I was so what was that? And I lost my balance, and it took me about 5 minutes to get up. And there's people just zoom, kids out there just, doing jumps over me or whatever. And I can't get up.
That is a bad part.
That was it for me.
Try to get
All right. Men's Bracketology came out. Joe Lunardi. He does this every once in a while in the offseason. He has right now in his field of 68, he's got Ohio State as an 8 seed. Okay. In an 8-9 game against Xavier. Wouldn't that be fun? And then if they win that, they'd advance to play Alabama, who'd have to play as a 16 seed after that. But do you feel confident that Ohio State will be easily in the NCAA tournament this year?
It's hard to say that, given the past couple of years, that they easily will be in there.
Right.
And given the fact that you got more teams coming in the Big Ten that actually are pretty good at basketball. So I won't say easily. I definitely see them. I see a path where they can make it. I think that they've done the necessary things this offseason and getting some players. The only thing that scares anybody about this team is the three-point shooting. But I think that they can overcome that with great coaching. If they're going to be a tempo team where they're going to push the ball up the court, they're going to get a lot of transition buckets. And I think that's their conditioning better be really good. But just some of the athletes they got, Brad Smith, the kid that who's the one that jumping out the gym, Stewart?
Sean Stewart?
Yeah, Sean Stewart. I think that those two will help this team be able to make it and become a tournament team. So I see them getting in now easily. I won't say that.
Okay, let's do it this way then. You've got $100 in front of you.
Oh man.
You've got to bet Ohio State make the tournament, Ohio State not make the tournament. Where you putting your $100?
I'm gonna put it up. They make it. I put 100 on. They make it.
They'll make it.
Yeah.
How about you, Bodie? $100. Ohio State make it or don't make it?
Yeah, I would say make it.
I think they will too.
I think Diebler showed enough down the stretch there that it was like, because it's not like they miraculously got a lot of talent when he took over last year.
Right.
I still don't know how talented that team was in general.
Yeah, point there.
And I mean, they were like kind of legitimately good. Not like, you know, they weren't going to the Final Four, obviously, but they were a good team. They beat Purdue. They beat Michigan State on the road by, who was it? Bonner hit that three, which was a miracle shot. But yeah, I mean, they were good. Played well in the NIT. Probably were maybe a few calls away from making it one more round in the Big Ten tournament. One for the Zebras, kind of.
I'm
influencing the Illinois game there.
I just can't wait. You think about this now when we get to that point around end of December, beginning of January, how nervous Ohio State basketball fans will be when it turns to January 1st. With the struggles Ohio State had with Holtman, whatever the calendar turned, like we are all right now used to watching Ohio State lose a bunch of games in January and February.
Yeah. It's Thanksgiving week of the football season.
Yeah, you're
version,
right.
But basketball style.
Right. But I think January 1st, like we'll be the January, see how the team performs, and that'll be a big thing for Jake Diebler to see what Ohio State can do when they get to that point. And after the non-conference games are a little bit tougher, I think, with Texas A&M. You got Kentucky again. You've got Indiana State. You've got Pitt on the schedule as well. So they'll get tested early. Plus, they'll play 2 other Big Ten games in December. And then they'll also get they might have another non-conference game they're adding as well, a neutral site. All right, coming up next, I got some more Buckeye news for you I want to get into. And also, what is a number more than just a number? We'll do that next. Buckeye Show on The Fan.
3 dudes who'll make you feel like the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, we hornswoggled you good.
Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Find great prices on summer favorites at Meijer. Get pork loin baby back ribs for $2.99 per pound. Meijer chips 3 for $5. And 2 pounds of fresh strawberries for $3.99. Plus, mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more during the 7 for $7 sale. Get Eckrich hot dogs, Meijer ketchup, and select Coca-Cola products, plus deposit where applicable. Shop low prices and great deals all week long at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Common Man here for Choice Cabinet. Contractors, builders, apartment managers, I'm talking to you. You've all been using the same old cabinet vendors for too long. I want to introduce you to Choice Cabinet. They are new to Central Ohio, and they want your business. Family owned and operated by the Laurinaitis. Yes, cousins to that guy. Kitchens, closets, pantries, laundry rooms, mud rooms, 60,000 all-wood cabinets in stock. Call my guys today, 216-378-9313, or go to choicecabinet.com.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
Save big money now at Menards. Mastercraft has been making great doors inside and out for over 50 years. Choose from the best in-stock selection of doors, ready to take home today. Or design your door your way in-store or on Menards.com. Save big on Mastercraft doors at Menards, America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction, according to J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Save big money at Menards.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival August 2nd through 4th. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
This is the White Castle Call of the Crave, and it's telling you to come in now for 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99. Boom! White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only, tax not included.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at OptimizedIT.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Where Timmy Hall can start swooning over Aaron Kraft any second. It's the Buckeye Show.
All right, Buckeye Show. Tito Tyvis and Bodie with you. I neglected to mention this before, but Ohio State's men's basketball team added that 13th and final scholarship player. We know what happened with Quez Glover coming in, a walk-on, not on scholarship, but he's got money through NIL to pay for it. They brought in a Croatian, Tyvis. He is a 7'1" center with 4 years of eligibility. He is 19 years old. He played in I guess it's the best league in Croatia they have. KK Bosko of Favbet Premier Liga is the top level of Croatian pro ball. In the league, I guess, there are kids as young as 16 and as old as 43 playing in this thing. This past year, he averaged 8.2 points, 4.8 rebounds, 1.6 blocks. Again, he's 7'1". And, I was trying to find out the pronunciation of his name. I'm going to say it one time, and then I'm going to call him by his first name forever after this.
Okay.
I think it's Ivan. I know that part's right.
Drago?
I think it could be Drago. I don't know if the N is silent in the Croatian thing. I get a feeling it might be Jegovan. How about that?
That sounded pretty damn good. I have no idea if it's right.
Jegovan.
But that...
we're going to go with that.
Me. Yeah.
Paul Keels had it in a Sports Center update earlier today, and I didn't pay close enough attention to it, or I would have known, because he mentioned it there. Keels does everything. He's a pro by the book. I should have listened. Ivan, though, 7'1", comes in to provide some depth up front. I love the fact they got him. I wish they'd held on to a couple of guys they lost in the transfer portal. Who was their big guy last year they lost to Tennessee? The tall, skinny kid. I can't remember his name now.
What is his name? I done forgot his name, too.
Who was it, Bodie? Tall, skinny kid, like 6'11".
Yeah, he went to Tennessee. He from
block
Tennessee.
Shots.
Yeah. And everybody, man.
Oh, Felix Akpara?
Yeah,
Akpar. That's what. That one's a much easier name. Anyway, Ivan joins the team this year with 4 years of eligibility. Hopefully he contributes some this year off the bench. We'll see about that. Okay, what is a number? Just a number. And I want to ask you about this because you and your career, you were very fond of 23.
Correct.
You wanted to be 23
yes.
all the time. And
I was really originally a number 1, but
then why'd you change 23?
Well, they gave it to me. Like when you come in as a freshman,
they gave you.
Roby had number 1.
Okay,
so it gave me 23.
Did you request 23?
No.
Okay, I don't know if you just said they said, hey, these are your numbers you could have.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you're 23.
Yeah.
All right. Usually in the professional ranks, as I'm sure you've seen, at different, but guys get offered money to give up their numbers. Sometimes a guy has a number, new guy comes in, wants the number. Mm-hmm. There's some kind of compensation that changes hands.
Yes.
Marvin Harrison Jr. really wants number 18. BJ Ojulari, a linebacker, second-year linebacker for Arizona, had number 18 last year in his rookie year. And so BJ gets a call from Jeff Swimmer, the Arizona equipment manager, and saying, look, you're going to get a text from Marvin Harris Jr. He wants to talk to you about jersey number 18. Both of them were in college. Ojulari was at LSU. Harrison, obviously, Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to do it. And there was no... They played against each other in high school, too, by the way, one time. When they were in... Harrison was at St. Joseph's Prep, and Ojulari was at... it says Marietta High School. I don't know if he's from Ohio or not, though, was he? Probably not. Anyway, and he gave it to Harrison, did not ask for anything. He said that, it was such a blessing to have number 18. Wearing number 18 in first year, I'm always going to cherish that rookie jersey. Just that number 18 meant everything to me, and he's going to switch now to number 9. He said Ojulari said he's a great guy. Speaking of Harrison, I feel like he deserves it. He's going to be instrumental for us in the offensive strike, so it was a no-brainer. The team comes first, and whatever I can do to make us more successful, I'll do. Wasn't a hard decision, he says. You don't see many athletes give up their number, without wanting or expecting anything in return.
All I can say to that is he better than me.
You wouldn't have done it.
What?
You would have asked for
18,000
for the number 18.
You want 18? I need 18,000.
I always think it's funny how much guys pay for this sometimes.
Yeah, that's why you do it.
God, you can make a lot of money to get the right number on these.
You want this? No, you want 18? Give me 18,000. It ain't nothing to him.
Harrison's fourth pick. Obviously, he's doing okay money wise.
It ain't nothing to him.
Yeah. What else did he say on this? Harrison said, I can't be more grateful and appreciative for him to allow me to get that number 18. I know it means a lot to him. So Harrison's happy. Like I say, Ojulari is getting him number 9 now. It said no money was exchanged between two players, nor was any sort of deal made. Good for him.
The funniest jersey story I've ever heard was the Cam Newton trying to get number 2. I think Jimmy Clausen had it.
Okay.
Did he go to Notre Dame?
What a legend.
Yeah.
Jimmy C.
Yeah, Jimmy Clausen had it. And he told Cam Newton pretty much no. No, he said like a crazy number for it.
Right.
And Cam
said no.
Cam Newton said, I'm not paying that, but this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to take number 1, and I'm going to make sure that they never remember who number 2 was.
Oh, wow.
And, that obviously we don't talk about Jimmy Clausen, so there you go.
We don't. He does. The guy that's in the glass still talks about Jimmy Clausen.
You know what?
What's that?
I would love to have Jimmy C back under center over the last handful of years.
I would think
kind of been what we've been missing.
Was he
him
a
and Brady Quinn.
Pick?
Second, I'm pretty sure.
Other second or third. Yeah,
he definitely wasn't first.
No, he wasn't first.
I think he was second.
He's no Ron Powless. I know that. Who was that? Bino Cook said he won 2 Heismans. Ron Powell said he said he won 2 Heismans. Then he was.
Y'all need Rocket Ishmael back.
I would help too.
He's probably still fast enough to do something there. By the way, we talked about the men's basketball program a little bit. I want to get into the women's basketball because I was looking at this again today. It is amazing how loaded the Big Ten is on the women's side this year.
Yeah, they got Juju.
You got Juju coming in, and in like the last.
It's the girl from Oregon that's really good. No, not in Oregon. Excuse me, it's Notre Dame.
Yeah, what's the young lady from Notre Dame there, Bodie?
Hannah Hidalgo.
Yes,
she was a freshman last year.
Yeah,
she that deal.
But yeah, USC's got Juju Watkins. UCLA, Notre Dame's a top 5 team this year. It looks like, and then UCLA is a top 5 team as well. So you've got UCLA and you've got USC in there in that top 5. And it was a Charlie Krem for ESPN put out his poll, like way too early preseason poll. I get that. So that's 2 teams right there that are coming in that are top 5 teams. Ohio State's still in the top 15. So it is going to be a tough road for them. Illinois also in the top 25. And Michigan State and Maryland are both ones that were like on the brink of that. I think Ohio State gets USC just here this year. There.
Yeah.
I don't know about UCLA. UCLA came in and beat the hell out of Ohio State this past year. They were very big and physical.
Did they?
Yeah, they beat. Yeah, it's a game I was at. It was like in that game.
Was that early? Who we lose to in the we lost to
USC to start the season.
No, I'm saying who did we lose to in the tournament? Was it Duke?
Yeah, I think it was Duke. Yeah, and that wasn't a Duke. Yeah, it was Duke here. Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
We lost at home.
We lost it. Yeah, the Duke game. Yeah, we got to host the first 2 rounds here.
Oh,
because you're a top 4 seed.
I forgot about that part.
UCLA beat Ohio State 77-71 back on December 18th. And I remember because I think Ohio State came out on fire early on, but UCLA was just too big. They were just way too big for Ohio State. They're going to have size this year. We'll have Ken McGuff on sometime here soon to talk about that because they've done a good job of recruiting size. Even though they've lost some players. I hate the fact they lost Ricky Harris, who went to Dayton, I believe. I loved watching her play. But yeah, this Ohio State team, I need to get McGuff on soon because I can't wait for the season to start. Last year, USC went 29-6, UCLA 27-7. And Oregon and Washington weren't that good, but you get this Ohio State team back now with Cody McMahon, who I keep seeing her pop up on videos out working out stuff. She played on the 3-versus-3 team.
Yeah, she like hoop all year round.
Yes.
Like, she like really never take a break.
Right. Yeah, she's fun to watch too. So they will miss a couple of those players, but I can't wait to watch Ohio State play this year and see how they can do.
That's what we need right there.
What's
see
that?
that?
What is
that
that?
Screen?
The ellipse?
Yeah, we need that for like when we sitting down here doing the radio, we stay active.
Hey, if we can get that done, okay, get sales on it. If we can get an ellipse in here, I'll do it. I have no problem with that. I love the elliptical. I get made fun of because when I go to the gym.
You go to the gym?
Whenever I went to the gym,
okay,
I would hop on the elliptical machine, and like the runners are mocking me on the treadmill. But I thought that I always loved the elliptical machine a lot better.
Cardio's cardio. It don't matter.
I thought too.
Yeah, what a bunch of losers.
And then there's a friend of ours who's a trainer, more a friend of my wife's family. And when I went and do he had this like warehouse he works out of. And I go, "Do you have an elliptical machine?" He just laughed at me. Like, "How old are you?" You know, that's what he said to me.
Better on the knees.
I respect your correction.
I just misspoke.
When I go to the gym, you go to the gym. When I went to the gym.
I'm going to get back after it, Tyvis. I'm going to get back after it.
You should get back on the elliptical.
I want to play competitive basketball again without worrying about dying.
Good luck. See, the thing is, when you get older, now you start worrying about Achilles and stuff.
Yeah. No, see, this is my benefit. I am not athletic enough. I don't run or jump at any kind of I don't run fast enough and I don't jump high enough to ever worry. The worst thing that'll happen to me is I'll come down on someone's foot and turn an ankle, and then they'll put me down like Barbaro. I'll be like one of the horses they put down. That's my wife gave me a bracelet that says "Do not resuscitate." So if something like that happens, if that happens to me, that'll be the end of Tito, and all of a sudden Baker gets all these Buckeye show shifts. But yeah, so but I'd like to get to the point, and I'm working on it a little bit. I just need to get back to the gym a little bit. But I want to play before I die or the day I die, competitive basketball again. And you're not going to go out there tonight. Are you seriously going to bail on your buddy? You're going to bail on Cardale?
TBD.
Doc told me I can't play. Yeah, I know. You got a bad bruise. Bruise on the leg is a hell of a long way from the heart, you candy ass.
I don't know why that played automatically, but for some reason it did. Coming up next, we will wrap things up with #Buckeyes. This is Buckeye Show on the Fan.
This promo is brought to you by Common Man and Timmy Hall's Ping Pong Game. The Fan. They're trained. They're prepared. Let's do it. They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp, presented by Safelite Bob Discount Furniture and Weber. Happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
Common Man and T-Bone.
I've had it where I'm standing there and it's just like, you got to be done by now. And just whoosh. And I'm like, I'm not done. Stop whooshing. Let me finish.
Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekdays 3 to 6 on The Fan.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me: pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet store, America's arch supports experts.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Common Man here for Choice Cabinet. Contractors, builders, apartment managers, I'm talking to you. You've all been using the same old cabinet vendors for too long. I want to introduce you to Choice Cabinet. They are new to Central Ohio, and they want your business. Family owned and operated by the Laurinaitis. Yes, cousins to that guy. Kitchens, closets, pantries, laundry rooms, mud rooms, 60,000 all-wood cabinets in stock. Call my guys today, 216-378-9313, or go to choicecabinet.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Got to turn the mic on. Final segment of the program. Rookie mistake. Can't even blame T-Bone for that one. That was my fault on that one. But I tell you, Tyvis, I am excited. By the way, if Cardale texted me and said, will you play tonight, I would play.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I would go out there and I would play. I'm not saying it'd be great.
You stand him up.
I would. There's no way in hell.
You know why? Because he'd do it to you.
He would do it to me, no doubt about it. But I would not do it to him.
Well, it's still in the air. We'll see. It depends. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see. My knee hurts. Like, I don't understand. Y'all don't. That's the thing. Y'all don't understand the pain that I feel. What's the point of me going out there if I can't do certain things?
I don't think the pain is that bad.
No, it is. It is. I just play it off like it ain't, but it really is. I need to go.
Come back, can't yeah, I know. You got a bad bruise. Bruise on the leg is a hell of a long way from the heart.
I finally cut off the last comment of that because I didn't want to have 4 times that we said that phrase on the air. But yeah, you should go out there and play. Anyway, I'll tell you something. There's people a lot older than you playing very competitive basketball right now.
No, it ain't.
Really? The TBT, Carmen's crew. Guys older than you.
They playing like 2 minutes.
No, they aren't. There's no way.
LeBron James.
They are.
LeBron's another one too. You're
they
right.
Are
yes.
Also in shape.
I thought you were in shape, but okay. My #Buckeyes is for the basketball tournament because the Carmen's Crew squad has advanced to the Final Four. They don't call it the Final Four because I think that's probably trademarked, but they do call it the semifinals now. And Carmen's Crew is going to play on August 2nd against a team of former Kentucky. Well, it's mostly Kentucky alumni. But anyway, so I'm glad to see that. I'm excited to see if they can win because it's $1 million. I know for a couple years it was $2 million, but right now it's back down to $1 million. I think for the last year it's been that way. But they're taking on a team. It is called La Familia, Kentucky alumni, and they've got some good players. They've got Andrew Harrison, who went to Kentucky, who played last in China. They've also got Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
I mean, he just was playing in the NBA.
Willie Cauley-Stein.
I forgot all about him. Is he still,
7-footer, yes.
He was just a dunker.
He was in Italy, is where he most recently played. But
you should just get it and just dunk.
I'm excited. I'll watch the semifinal game August 2nd. Will you? It's at 9 o'clock.
That late? Man.
Well, they got 2 games that night. Tyvis, they got.
I swear there. Listen, I don't understand why everything is coming on late like that. Why do they think that that's okay?
It's 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock back to back. And I think it's in Philadelphia.
Why couldn't they get the 7 o'clock game?
Well, I don't. Maybe because they think Ohio State's going to draw more eyeballs at 9 o'clock than the other game.
They would draw more eyeballs at 7 o'clock.
The other team still alive on the other side of the bracket. They are playing tonight.
Everything is doing this. Like it's starting later. Like people don't. What day is August 2nd on? Is that a Friday?
That is Friday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. People will stay up for that then.
Yeah, I would think so. The other team is playing Eberlin Drive. I'm trying to think of where they are from. Looks like it's some Iowa kids in there. Maybe one Iowa kid. It's funny. I don't recognize all these names on this thing as far as who's playing for these squads, but they are one of the other teams alive on the other side of the bracket. So is the Happy Valley Hoopers from Penn State. And then there's a Houston alumni group, Forever Cougs, and a Colorado alumni team, Team Colorado is what they're called, the Cougs. They've got Eric Weary Jr. on that team who played at Houston. That's another one. He's a decent player, I thought. But I don't. The Kentucky team to me is probably the toughest challenge out of all the teams left for Carmen's crew. But I'm excited about it. I like Jeff Do-It-To-Him Gibbs out there, 43 years old, playing for them. Hit the game winner in one of their second or third game at the game winner there. Big guy, big butt, 6'2". He can move people around. He's a poor man's Charles Barkley is what he is. I loved watching him at Otterbein at East High School.
42 years old, still getting down.
You got a hashtag Buckeye for us?
Well, my hashtag Buckeye was that I was on the Twitter or X, whatever you call it. Yep. And I just so happened to come past, it's highlight season. It's NFL highlight season. And I came across the Arizona Cardinals, and I came across Marvin Harrison Jr. Kyler Murray throws him there in the red zone, throws him a nice ball that he just jumps up, catches it, contested, falls down 2 feet in, touchdown. I'm just like, man, wow. They got a nice little connection already because, he put it up pretty high so he can go get it, and he was able to make a play. And I was just thinking, man, Kyler Murray was kind of like an afterthought last year. And it's crazy how fantasy-wise, I'm thinking about taking Kyler Murray as a quarterback this year. Well, I know you're a fantasy guru.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's a good way to look at it. Fantasy expert. I do a podcast on that also. But what I was going to tell you, at times, I will now give you free fantasy football advice for this year. Wait on drafting a quarterback. And I said this actually on the podcast too, is that, when you were a kid, if you went to a friend's house for a slumber party, you never wanted to be the first one to fall asleep because they would screw with you. Whatever. I remember I fell asleep at a friend's house one time. He was, at the time, so long ago he delivered newspapers, and they stacked a big bundle of papers on my head while I was sleeping. I didn't wake up. But, they would do things like that. So you never be the first one to fall asleep at a slumber party. Even as an adult, too, you don't want to, but that's a whole other thing. We're not going to talk about that. But you also don't want to be the first one to draft a quarterback. Wait. There are plenty of good quarterbacks you can get later on in the draft. I would,
That's not true because I would take Josh Allen in the first round.
See, that'd be a mistake. You don't do that. The difference, Josh Allen, he doesn't have anybody to throw to like he had in years past. He's lost his top 2 receivers. I know we got Samuel there. I know that they've got Keon Coleman there. But it's not that they don't have elite receivers there this year. So I'm just saying I would wait and I would jump on somebody later on. People are crapping all over Justin Herbert. I think Herbert's going to have a decent year this year. He's probably getting drafted way too low. I like Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis if he can stay healthy.
He's going to be like a second or third round pick.
But no, he's going later actually in drafts right now. They have like ADPs and stuff like that.
I'm telling you.
He might not by that time, but yes. It was so I don't know if I would not take a quarterback. I like Mahomes. Don't be wrong. I like Josh Allen. I like Jalen Hurts.
What if it's a 2-quarterback super flex league?
Well, then you do. It's a super flex like 6 point. If it's 6 point, that's totally different though. There's not many super flex leagues around. But you got to look at the fact that Philadelphia with Jalen Hurts now, you've got Saquon Barkley taking some of those carries by the goal line.
They're still doing the tush push.
Kelsey retired.
Kelsey's
though.
gone. Yeah.
They still doing the tush push. Y'all
And then
need to
the other
stop that.
one is in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. When you've got Derrick Henry there now, that's also going to take away some of the rushing touchdowns that made Hurts and Jackson so valuable. So
yeah, well.
That's up to I would wait on quarterbacks.
Some free advice.
Oh, we'll do more of this too as we get closer to the. I can't wait to do my first draft. But that's it for us tonight. Appreciate everyone chiming in on the chat. Thank you, Tyvis, for all your hard work. Thank you, Bodie, for everything you did. It's been a lot of fun. Tomorrow night, I think Baker back in the building tomorrow night with you? You're off tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night is Timmy and Dane, if I'm not mistaken.
Timmy and Dane tomorrow night. All right, coming up next, Amber and Ian right here on The Fan.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Did the pandemic eliminate quality customer service? Well, many places it did, but not here at Heartland Bank. Imagine getting top quality service and good advice as well to help you down life's road. It's community banking, and it's alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. We have all heard the horror stories of someone knocking on the door to offer a free roof inspection, only to go up and illegally create damage to the roof in hopes of trying to push through a new roof to the insurance company. Rather than having to deal with going through the process of filing claims for vandalism, call a company that you can trust. That company is Newman Roofing. They've been working in the community for 32 years. They did my roof. They came to the house. I could trust them with my kids, with my wife, with my family, and they have built a reputation of honesty and integrity. They'll be honest with you on whether or not you need a new roof, whether it's sustained damage in recent storms, and whether there's still life left in it. They'll educate you so you understand what is happening with your roof and answer any questions like they did for me and my family. So whether you need a roof repair or replacement, call the most trusted company in Ohio. Call Newman Roofing at 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.